Everyone, my name is Tongwen. I'm 9 years old. Today I will show you about work. The first one is pulley. Pulley is a device with a wheel and a rope of lifting heavy objects. So they often use pulleys so they will lift heavy objects like a refrigerator or maybe a piano. So they use a pulley, they tie the rope around the piano, and then they use a pulley to lift the piano, and then they put the piano to the spot that they want the piano to be. Maybe they want the piano to be here, but people can still lift the piano, but they often use pulley for a very heavy thing that people cannot lift it, a car or maybe like a swimming pool or something. So they use pulley to lift heavy things, and they often use pulley to make things. You often use pulley in buildings too. I don't know what they use for, but I often see that they use pulley for building. So the next one is lift. Lift is to move something from a lower to a higher position. Like this, I am lifting the pen. So from a low position, so you can see that this was low and this was high. So this was higher, but it wasn't the highest. It was higher than this one. So when I do this, I am lifting it. Because when the pen was here, it was low, but when I lift it, the pen was go up. So lift is to move something from a lower to a higher position. Like when I lift the board, I lift the board. Or maybe I lift the piano. I cannot lift it. I can lift the chair. So I can lift many things. I can lift this box. I can lift this I don't know what it's called. Or maybe I can lift this bag of pear or something. So lift is to move something from a lower to a higher position. So the next one is wheel. Wheel is a round object on a vehicle which lets it move on the ground. So you can often see that on the car or a motorcycle or a bike or some kind of vehicle. They often have wheels. So they have wheels so they could go. If they don't have wheels, they cannot go. So the wheels are often circle. If it was like square or rectangle, we cannot go because the road was like if we go, it would be like this. So it would be very hard to go if the wheel was circle rectangle. Only like rough behind, rough point can go on some kind of like not circle shapes. So circle shape was very smooth. So a wheel is a round object on a vehicle which lets it move on the ground. So you can see a wheel here. Let me get it. Here, the wheels is in here. So here, this is the wheel. So you can see that it was round, and we use the wheels like this. So the wheel can go. So when the car will go, the wheel will go like this. It will go wee 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 wee. So they use wheels so they could go on cars. If cars don't have wheels, they cannot go. Let's just put it here. So talking about wheel, we need to have wagon too. Even though wagon was a vehicle, it still have wheels. Wagon was a vehicle with 4 wheels, usually pulled by horses. So long ago, I think that is a wagon that they often use when they go to the garden, but it was a wagon from long ago. Long ago, they don't have cars or motorcycle, motorbike, cycle, something. So someone invents a wagon. So only like rich people or someone could sit on the wheel, and then the horse will carry the person. One person will sit on the horseback, and then they will lead the horse to the place where that person in the back wants to go. It was like this. Just an example, my drawing on good. Like this. This is the horse. So on here, and then they will lead the horse. The horse wear this one, and then they have kind of like they tied a rope on the horse and the wagon too. So this part was where the people in here sit, and it had wheels. So this is how long ago people they will go on a wagon, because they haven't invented motorcycle, motorbike, or a car. They used a wagon so they could travel. So wagon helped the people, the rich people, could go more easy. This one looked like a llama or something. Superhero. So the next one is lever. This was lever, not lever. A long object used to move an object upward. So upward we have forward and backward, but now we have upward. Like this, like a seesaw. A seesaw was a lever because it can go upward. So a seesaw is very long, and they used to move an object. We are not an object, but never mind. So they use object upward, like this. Maybe one person sits here and then here. So a seesaw is an example of a lever. Maybe some kind of shovel. They will dig up the hole, and then the dirt will fly up. So seesaw and maybe shovel was kind of like a lever. We also have a wedge. A wedge is like some kind of knife or scissors. Lever is when we push something. So the last one is the ramp. Ramp is a surface that connects a lower level to a higher level. Like when you go to some kind of shop, you can see that there's a ramp. A ramp is like this. It will go up, and they often use maybe some kind of things that have wheels. So when going to a store, you cannot get the wheels to go on the stair, so they invent a ramp. So it will get easier for wheels object things that we put in it, and then we use wheels so it could carry easier, go up to a ramp. So they don't need to use stair. If they use stair, maybe they just put the thing up to the stair, and then they pick up that thing and then they put it on the stair. So they need a ramp so it could go easier. Like in stores and buildings, tower, or also store have a ramp, because when they get the thing that they need to sell, they have a lot, so they need a ramp, and then they put it in a wagon or something, and then they lift up, and then they put it in the shop. So a ramp is very important too. Ramp is a surface that connects a lower level to a higher level, like lift, but we don't lift the ramp, we just go up. So go up. The ramp connects the surface. Maybe this is the road and this is the shop. So they connect the road to the shop. And when people go here, and then they will go to the stair or the ramp, it's their choice, and then they will go into the shop. But if we have wheels, we cannot go into the stair. We need to go to the ramp, so it could take easier. So that was all the vocabulary. Let's go to the chart here. What makes work easier? So the first one is pulley. A pulley can lift an object up. So when buildings, people cannot just lift the very heavy thing up. They need a pulley. So a pulley will help them make work easier, because the pulley will lift heavy things that they cannot lift. So it will be more easy. The next one is lever. A lever can help move things. So a lever can move things upward and down, up and down, like a seesaw. So maybe we can use a lever to do, I don't know what they use lever for. Maybe they use a shovel, they dig up the ground or something. I don't know, but maybe they use a lever to make seesaw. So the next one is wheel. A wheel can help pull heavy things. So maybe some people that pull a wagon, so they need a wheel. So it will make their work easier. They pull the wheel, and the wheel will go round and round, and you go faster. If they don't have wheel and they only drag this, it would be very heavy and hard to pull too. If we have wheel, a lot of people saying that it was heavy. If they don't have wheel, maybe the strongest person cannot pull it. So a wheel could help us like go car on a vehicle, or maybe help us in maybe wagon. The thing, I don't know what's it called. A wagon, the thing that you use in the garden. What is it called? It's just called wagon. But this wagon was not this one. So the last one is ramp. A ramp can move things from one level to another. So this is an example of a ramp. You will go up this ramp and into the store very easily if you have something with wheels. So you cannot just lift that wheel. You cannot just lift that wheel thing up. You need to go on a ramp. If not, you cannot go. So that is the end of today's work. The title must be how to make work easier, because it was talk about work. It just take pulley and lift and wheel and wagon, lever, ramp. And what make work easier? It doesn't even mean anything about work. Maybe I should change the title into how to make work easier. But thank you for listening. Goodbye, see you again. Bye bye.